Well, years-long calls for change at railroad crossings near schools are finally being heard after a 15-year-old Milby High School student was killed crossing the tracks.
Union Pacific finally says they will stop train operations near Milby during pickup and drop-off, while longer-term safety measures like a bridge or tunnel are considered. But Milby isn't the only school being impacted by trains. HISD says there are 8 other schools where trains pose a substantial threat, and 2 of those schools, Cook Elementary and Kashmir High, are within eyesight of each other but separated by train tracks.
ABC 13's Liliana Pearson is live for us between the 2 schools. Liliana, are we expecting Union Pacific to adjust train operations here as well?
I reached out to them and I asked them that question, but I have not heard back from them today. People I have talked to, they say it is not right that it took a student dying for change to finally happen at Milby High School. And with no response back from Union Pacific, families now worry the same thing will happen here.
Rico Paul is a product of Northeast Houston, and now he's pouring back into his community as a driving instructor. Many of his students attend nearby Kashmir High.
It's just a pleasure to be able to give back to the community, to the youth in our community. So that it makes me feel wonderful to have it right here.
But the location of his business also gives him a front row seat to an extreme, dangerous practice. Cook Elementary and Kashmir High students crawling under stalled trains.
Every day I see it, and I see the actual crawling under and going over when the train stops here for about 10 minutes, sometimes even 30 minutes.
This is how 15-year-old Milby High student Sergio Rodriguez died 2 weeks ago. It's an issue that has concerned community members around Houston for years. Now Union Pacific announced they'll be halting train operations during pickup and drop-off to make Milby safer. But HISD released a list of 9 schools that are highly impacted by trains. Cook and Kashmir are on that list. We asked Union Pacific what they'll do to improve safety at those schools. They have not responded.
I'm tired of people having to pass away for them to fix issues.
Savant Moore is the elected HISD trustee for District 2. He called back to the death of beloved Kashmir High teacher Johnny Harris, who was hit by an Amtrak train and died in 2016 at this crossing. Calls for change were ignored then, and he worries nothing will be done until another tragedy strikes.
What about over here in Kashmir Gardens? When are they going to do right by this community? We can't have Union Pacific just making statements and doing one-offs when we can fix the whole situation.
And again, here on the northeast side, families are telling me they're glad to know that there is change happening, at least over at Milby. But again, this should not have taken the life of a student for this to finally come to fruition. Today, we did ask the mayor if there's going to be changes to other impacted schools here within the school district. He said, to his understanding, the district and Union Pacific are looking at some different areas and they are going to be reviewing impacted intersections. I'm Liliana Pearson, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.